sugar.
Too epic to be true. And still I am with you. Hi guys. So hi, we're back.
Oh my gosh, Jordan.
Yeah, so if you don't know what I had just uttered, it's because you weren't caught up on the #1 shonen song of this year, Too Epic to Be True by Vanilla Ninja. WTF
Okay.
Estonia. We'll have our thoughts. We will definitely.
We'll come back to that later.
Hey, Gastola.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Yeah, we are. Oh wow, folks are they're flooding in, and I'm seeing some opinions already.
To Denmark to be true.
You guys, I swear.
Oh, what happened yesterday? You know what? What happened yesterday? Let's get into what happened yesterday.
Yeah,
I don't know. Where do we want to even begin? Because yesterday was chaos. It was madness. I guess we can start with Estonia. Let's work our way. Like, we'll start with Estonia, go to Latvia, go to Denmark. We'll work our way through it and see what happens.
Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Denmark. How about, we just kind of geographically follow the borders.
We just make a situation happen.
Yeah,
So,
okay,
Denmark decided to send an act from when? 20 years ago?
Yeah, like 2006.
Okay. Yeah.
It was, if you asked me what this song sounds like, and I listened to nothing but it on loop for like 24 hours, I would come out of it speaking probably Cantonese. That there's no way I would remember what the song sounds like. It is not a memorable song, and if you ask me, I would do something completely the opposite because it's just I don't get it. I really don't get it. I mean, vocals were there, visuals, sure, but I kind of felt like I was just like at some student's house party where people are refusing to speak English because they know that's the only language that I understand among them.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Like I'm really not here for the Danish choice. I'm not. I kind of felt like
let's focus on Estonia still. I know exactly how this happened. I'm not shocked that this is what
okay,
happened.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just had higher expectations for some reason when it comes to Estonia and Eesti Laul. I thought this was Ollie's. Ollie was fantastic yesterday. I was like, you know what? I'm not a big fan of his usually, but that was probably the strongest entry overall for me.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, sorry to confuse everyone. We are talking about Estonia right now, but with Ollie's performance, I wasn't completely there with it because I didn't really see him. I didn't see him engage with the camera as much as he was in the music video, and I feel like that was a really important element to carry over, if that makes sense. Like the close eye contact with the camera the entire time, a song called Slave with the lyrics that it has, to have more impact, you need less of a big, wide stage show, and you need something more focused, I think. And that might have been what caused him to not win.
You need more intimacy.
Yeah, definitely more intimacy. Well, I mean, it was fine. Like, and he performed as well as he usually performs, is generally the thing. I didn't have any qualms about that, but it just kind of felt like this is the screamo song of Eesti Laul and not Ollie's like artistic talent really being showcased very well.
Yeah, so the super final we had was Ollie with Slave, Nope with Days Like This, and then Vanilla Ninja with Too Epic to Be True. When I'm looking at the vote percentage breakdown, Vanilla Ninja had 35% of the vote, then Nope had 34, and Ollie got 31. So like it was, no one really was a runaway there. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep dogs out of things.
And I kind of do maintain that That's all right. I do think that this is Ollie's weakest song of his entries that he's brought to Eesti Laul. I still do believe that.
I do
Do I
too,
believe
but I'm looking
he
at the
could have
overall
gotten the hyper
lineup.
final? Yeah. But okay, yeah. So the overall lineup. Do you want to talk about the show a little bit more, and then move on to the winner?
More detail. So, I don't even know. Sorry, I had it pulled up and then I just put it away.
Okay.
So I mean, where do we want to start? I know we're both saddened by Ant and Millennial Wins not even making the super final.
I'm not sad about that. Like, I'm actually fine with that.
Never mind. You were one of the haters. I know there's people in chat who agree with me on that. How about that? I don't know. This felt like a weird Eesti Laul for me this year. I've just been kind of, you know what's funny? Supernova, as it has gotten better, and Lithuania's, whatever we want to call Lithuania's situation has gotten better. Estonia has gotten weaker.
Yeah. As the decade has progressed,
their powers
this selection has gotten weaker.
have been passed on to their neighbors. And yeah, I think that because it's like Eesti Laul used to be one of my favorite national finals. And I just don't know what's happened to it. It's just turned into like.
If you guys do like a retrospective of all of all the Eesti Lauls that we've seen. Yeah. Of all the Eesti Lauls that we've done coverage of since the beginning of this channel, you'd see the amount of love that we had in 21 or like 22 slowly dwindle as we've gone on into later years. And I think it has a lot to do with like the hyper final and like what having 3 songs competing for the final ticket does at the end of the day. It just doesn't, you don't get anything good out of that kind of result typically. And do I kind of see this as an anomaly? Yes, but okay, I was just telling them how if they look a retrospective on the years that we've covered Eesti Laul, they would see our passion for it dwindling as the years go on, because it just loses quality and loses its luster. At least I feel that way.
I'm sorry, Igor was using my computer at my laptop as a scratching post, and he acts like he doesn't have one downstairs, and one in the corner he could use, but
dang, Eesti, like Ollie has a lot of passion in the comments right now, I have to say.
Yeah. I just what's going on here? Yeah, I just at this point, Eesti Laul, what are we doing?
Here's a thought.
No, here I'm going to highlight this real quick. They either need to include the juries in the super final or stop making a super final at all. I am anti super final. I'm always going to be anti super final, because once you go, like when you have a bigger lineup of various songs to select, the cream rises to the top, you know? You're going to be able, like, people can vote for one that they like the most. Whereas when we get to the super final, what are you doing? Yeah, whereas when we get to a super final, you can start voting against songs because there's only 3 songs. So, like, to me, it results in, like, your weakest options being what goes through. And, like, this
Alex
is
Reebok,
fine.
that's how we write a song. A super final qualifier. Hera Bjork, a super finalist.
That situation, I'm still salty over. Like, that alone.
Yeah, that was probably like the saltiest I've ever become working for this site. But that aside, we do understand that with a super final, when you have these songs pitted against each other, having that like final flash vote, it's not typically going to result in something that actual fans of the show like. So, I mean, what do we do? What do we do? Estonia, get rid of it, like, please.
Everyone get rid of a super final.
Goodness gracious, that sounded like something. I want to highlight this one. So TDCT26 also says, Ollie was amazing. Noep was good. He didn't complete staging revamp, I agree. Stockholm Cowboys was fun. Getter Yanni had the best Eesti Laul staging ever. Greta Paya was good. Laura Pritz slayed. I do like to see all this praise for the other acts in Eesti Laul, because although I wasn't feeling it so much this year anymore, and I think that has to do also with external influence, I generally had a pretty good time. Stockholm Cowboys wasn't too camp and it wasn't boring to me. I was kind of scared that with the type of like song that it is, how campy it is, it would be a little basic and not substantial. But the staging was all right. It was Scandinavian angle. Gariani did have a really good staging. I did enjoy the staging, but the thing is, I feel like that song is like 5 songs crammed into one. The only reason why I am kind of just like not really connected to the song is because it just kind of feels like a million things are coming from different angles, and I'm just walking through like a crowded hallway or something. I'm sorry. Greta Paya, I am personally disappointed in Greta Paya because vocally it seemed like she was sick, and it didn't. That's not so much a critique of her performance of it. She might have just been sick, but yeah, that being my favorite song going into it, yeah, it was a little bit of a bummer. Okay, you back?
Oh yeah, I'm back. Sorry, I just had to kick the dogs out the room because they were being too
Live
chaotic.
moments,
Sorry.
you guys. Live moments.
Yeah, I mean, I'm done. I have nothing else to add to the Estee Lauder at all.
I'll say Vanilla Ninja's song. It's despite it being catchy, the melody is like offensive. You know, like the hook is the and then the whole song is like like it just kind of hovers around here.
Mhm.
Acoustically, it's not that great, but it has a hook to it, and it's kind of just a stupid song that I love. And by stupid, I don't. Ah, God, that's such a bad word to say. But the lyrics don't really make any sense. The melody is not that great, and it seems really basic. But it is so conventionally for me that I can't help but enjoy it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Cool vibes. It's not cool vibes. I will say it's really not.
Yeah. No.
It's
Which
for a shonen anime. Like this song is it's for a shonen anime. I think.
I don't even. What's shonen anime though? I'm trying to think of a shonen anime this would suit. What's a shonen anime I've actually watched? No, because I think shonen anime have evolved past this at this point.
Okay. Like we
I
don't
mean,
really have this really optimistic synthy music.
I mean, the last 2 shonen anime I watched were Gachi Akura, which this and Gachi Akura is hilarious to think about. If you know, I don't know how many people watch anime here. Gachi Akura is heavily influenced by like aesthetically, it's graffiti urban art. But like the music in it is influenced by hip hop, Afro beats, and heavy metal. So the opening song is heavy metal, but like a lot of interstitial music in it is like Afro beats and like hip hop based. It's a really good show. I'm not gonna lie. And like the way the author like has diversity within the characters is really interesting, and like what it has to say about consumerism and capitalism is really interesting too, but that goes over most people's heads, I feel like. And the other last shonen I think I watched is the one I showed you with all the art references in the opening sequence where it's like it's like referencing classic art. You know, as a subgenre, we've evolved past this kind of opening. Or as a demographic, I should say.
All right.
Sorry, I have anime on the brain, but we'll get to why later.
we'll get to why.
Let's talk about Latvia. Latvia made a good choice. I'm not upset. It was not my favorite entry, but I think still Inna is a gorgeous ballad, and that Latvia can be happy with this choice. You know,
they can. And I will admit I was very, very harsh on this song in the semifinal. Like I said, it didn't really do anything for me despite it being a ballad. I looked at the lyrics. Duh.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like
with the lyrical context, it elevates this so much more.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. This is a piece of music, and it is a good Latvian ballad, and it's not killing me slow. Love you, Dansk. Dansk, you're an amazing person. But this isn't that. It doesn't feel like it's an Imagine Dragons pastiche. This feels like it came from like the root of Latvian music. And it's extremely simple. You focus when you're watching the performance on her expressions and how she delivers it. And the emotion in the song aligned with the staging at the very end. Yeah, this is a And it stands out. It stands out in the lineup. I'm happy Raving at the Taj Mahal wasn't the one to make it.
Yeah, so Atvara won with the song Enna. And I love the way that the Latvian language just sounds. I think it's one of those languages that if it were up to me, Latvia would not be allowed to send songs to Eurovision in English.
Instead of me.
I mean, it has nothing to do with that because I was an apologist for that situation. I didn't like the song, but I think as an opening line, it was attention grabbing, baby.
But Latvian in general, yes, Latvian is superior as a language to English by far. I wish I understood it.
I wouldn't use the word superior. I would just say I prefer. Like, there's certain languages I prefer the sound of over English, especially when they're sung.
I say superiority can be measured. Let's build a ranking, but we'll do that another day.
Yeah. Comment from Fancy Pants. IMO. Atvara was the best choice. I don't mind Kautkali's song, but that staging is what made people think Kautkali could have won. I think that the staging did elevate Kautkali a lot, but I really like the song in studio beforehand. It's got like that indie kind of vibe anyway, and that's kind of like my thing. Unfortunately,
it's a softness.
Yeah,
it's an elevator kind of vibe, but it's not offensively like disquieted. It's not absent from its own presence, kind of like elevator music. It feels present and it feels like it has a pulse to it and substance and story. So that is still my favorite song in the lineup, and I'm happy that they got as well as they did, for sure.
Yeah.
Do I wish it was a song? Yes, but Enna is a good choice. It is a really good choice, especially after. Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
I don't want to act like the staging for Enna wasn't great. I love that you have the motif, like you have the lyrical content of this is clearly we're dealing with alcoholism somewhere in this storyline. And I think having the metaphor of like the broken glass carry through the back of the stage, the front of the stage, her dress, the augmented reality, it all marries together really well and helps portray the story, especially with the use of like the shadow of like the young child shadow, growing up shadow. It's a really thoughtful stage, and it's still innovative too at the same time. We haven't really had augmented reality used in a thoughtful way at Eurovision, unfortunately. Usually it's just like
there's a lot of bad applications, you guys. A lot of bad applications. River.
Toxic farts. Rose petals. Like, everyone I can think of are so bad.
It's so bad. This is not that. This is not that.
This is actually really beautifully and thoughtful.
It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to see this comment here. Nanolo says, Latvia made the right choice for me too. The top two was right. Both would have been great. But I think this has more chance. The runner-up with the cool staging would have risked a flop with the televote. I might be able to see what you mean by that. Because as far as I understand, when the song makes it to the European contest, generally live, physical, practical stagings don't do as well if it's on a smaller scale like that. They need big props. They need big drama if they do want to perform well. And even then, it's still a risk with the televote. So I do see what you mean by that.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know who else had another comment here I wanted to highlight. I think it was this one. Okay, this is from TVCT 2026, and that might be my favorite Latvian entry ever. Okay. I mean, it's a beautiful ballad. It's not my personal favorite. I have to go all the way back to like their debut for my favorite Latvian entry ever. But like, I still think that like it's nice. I'm happy that you're loving it like that.
Yeah.
I feel like we're still in that Latvian renaissance right now. Because like remember when Latvia came in the Eurovision, they came in hard.
They came in so wanging, yeah.
They came in like ready to peak.
They got like third or something, their first entry. It was like My Star, I believe.
My Star was their first entry. It's by Brainstorm. It's my favorite Latvian entry personally. Let me just check. It came third, yeah. I'm looking because like by their third try.
I remember, yeah.
By their third try, Latvia had won. And then they kind of fell off a cliff. But yeah.
But they have it. Like they do have the talent. They do have like a believability with their entries too, which I feel like Anna has a lot of believability, and it requires a good amount of lean in. So you do have to be receptive to it. It's not exactly a party song, but it's okay. This might be able to balance everybody out.
Yeah, I mean, I know that we have a few, like the songs we have so far for their half the semi are on the slower side, but I think this is one of the stronger ones that we have so far for their section. But again, I'm not watching anyway, so I'm not really, I'm judging everything based off of, hey, this is what we have that won.
Yeah, well, I mean, previous metrics, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I it's gonna get jury points. It's gonna get televote points. It's gonna be something that people remember.
It's gonna do well.
And I think that I think Latvia tends to tweak the staging a bit, and so I believe they've got plenty of time to elevate this further.
Yeah, and the winner feels justified. It feels like it makes sense, even though Tagad Kautkaili was my favorite song so far this year. I get it, and I see why, and I don't feel like I'm quite missing much. And especially because we aren't going to be covering the contest, the big contest at all. Like, we can just enjoy these things as they are.
So then I guess we'll go on to Denmark, since that's another place we got a result from. All right, so Denmark is sending a song in Danish.
They are.
How exciting.
Yes.
The winner was Farvig Garheim by Søren Torpegaard Lund. It's no leg of hair, but I'm still okay with this choice. I think of the super finalists, this was the strongest one. And I'm kind of like happy that Denmark is not sitting a nothing burger. Like I don't know what it is, but this is actually interesting. And I feel like the staging was well done and very dynamic. It's unexpected for Denmark because it's memorable.
Okay. Yes, the staging is memorable. It is unexpected for Denmark, and it does kind of have like the youth free feeling that we had in like Baller last year with the German staging. It has that kind of. It has that level of just like, okay, club party vibe. We're all young people and we're all just having like fun in this like dark, steamy room. Cool. Yeah. The song itself doesn't. It's not catchy. It doesn't have a hook. The melody isn't memorable. The song itself, I struggle with a lot, personally. Do I feel like it was stronger than other entries in this final? Yes, I do feel like it was stronger. I do feel like it was among the strongest three. Does that make it memorable? No. So yeah, it's not the previous entry. It's not Liga Air, and to that degree, I am a little bit disappointed. But there is a recap. Oh, not a recap. There is a revamp stage to this. I'm imagining that could really help it out. At the current stage, though, I'm a little confused as to why it won.
I'm not. At least it's interesting. I mean, the only confusion I have as to how it won is Denmark. We're actually trying. Wow. We're actually going for something memorable. Okay. We're actually not going for just the dregs of whatever you could get off of the Swedes.
That is true. Okay. No, that is actually very important and a really important point to bring up. It does not feel like Swedish. It does not feel like we poached this song from Melfest Rejects lineup. This feels genuinely Danish. So that part about it is really cool.
Who's this? I'm not seeing any Melfest songwriters. All right.
Says, surprise, Sissal didn't win. My personal winner among those three was the one who was that? Erica Jane, Death of Me. That was my favorite.
That was a great one. I like that one a lot. That one was my favorite. That was my favorite song alone. But as for overall package, I feel like what won was the best overall package, if that makes sense.
I did enjoy Sissal's performance.
I would listen to the most.
Yeah, Sissal did a great job. But
it's too soon to send her again.
It is.
It's like
Jerry Heil situation.
Like, sending the same artist back to back is just, it's too soon. Don't get me wrong. I love her. I think she is so much fun. I would love to hang out with Sissal, but this song was just weaker than the song she had last year.
Yeah.
And it's too soon to go with a weaker song.
I do agree with that. And also, she did not seem so invested in this one as she did with Hallucination. It just didn't seem like she cared so much about the competition as much. But I mean, I could have that wrong. But Okay, what now that you guys have kind of enlightened me as to how this one and why the elements that brought it to it, I do understand it some more. So thank you for that because I was struggling a little bit. I'll give it
And
another
also,
listen after the stream.
I double checked. There's no Swedish songwriters on Soren's song.
Awesome. See, already that's so respectful. Thank you, Søren. Tack for
I don't know, man.
the Swedes.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, is this like a wave of like Danish solidarity within Denmark? Because we're getting a song in Danish with all Danish songwriters.
It might be. This could be the beginning of that.
Keep it up because, you know.
I mean,
also, this is like the second time they've sung a song in Danish since the
21.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying this is the second time since like they've been able to send songs not in Danish that they've done it. And I'm like, why not? Enjoy your language. Sure, you guys sound like you have potatoes in your throat sometimes, but when you're singing, it's not as noticeable.
Yeah, when you're singing, it could be just as musical as any other language.
Exactly. And I'm going to do it. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to rehydrate. I've been sick all week. Okay. I don't know what else to say about Denmark.
I don't know. It's really hard.
Lyrics in 2019 too, though. I have memory hold 2019. I have memory hold that song, that whole. I memory hold most of that year. That was in the before times.
I feel like 2019 was a year when it was happening. We were like, ooh, yeah, like these songs are good. Like, but now in retrospect, it was just like good at gaslighting yourself. That's what you are. Like, you were good at lying to yourself.
What 2019? What did I like in 2019?
Let's see. I
loved Austria. I thought Panda was great and she deserved to qualify. And I will die on that hill. I don't care what anyone says. The song is so good.
I mean, I do agree, but the thing is, when I first listened to that song, it was my second place, and then like 2 days later, it dropped to my 17th. It aged that quickly and that badly. Like I don't know what to say about that. But then again, my winner was 22 by Sarah McTurnan, so I am not going to be commenting too much.
My winner was
and Portugal, Telemovish, like Iceland. Also, but we know what happened.
Oh God, so. Telemovish. Iceland, I think was my winner that year. I can't lie. I have to say, Hatred Munsigra was my 2019 winner. But we're not talking about 2019.
Yeah, sorry guys. Sorry, we took it off topic again. But
let's start working through our kind of our heats that we had. Yes. Well, of course, we did have the final of Benidorm as well, but you guys did a whole Benidorm stream. We did they did 3 Benidorm streams. I will have a link. There's a link in the description for that. You guys can go check those out as well. I'm sorry. Conan Osiris is still very attractive. What am I saying? Gorgeous.
His music is so sexy too.
Okay, you know what?
one more 2019 thing. Mahmood, Duncan Lawrence, Luca Henney. Mahmood, yeah, his music basically changed my life. He's one of the best artists, I think, to come out of the Eurovision. Gorgeous. Yeah, also a beautiful man.
Gorgeous man.
Duncan Lawrence, Luca Henney, he could throw it. But okay, that's my closing thoughts on 2019.
You know, okay, let's talk about Melodi Festival and get this out.
Let's move on to Sweden. Yeah.
Melodi Festival and
you told me before the stream that you had thoughts on this, so please do let me know. What do you think?
It was the weakest of the heat so far for me. I don't remember any of these songs. I think Rogue from the X-Men was there and she made it through. I'm sorry, I'm pulling up the results right now. I like Rogue. Like she's really hot. Like, the character Rogue is one of my favorites. Her and Gambit, man, that's a ship for the ages in my heart. Especially from the X-Men cartoon from the 90s.
Who are you calling?
Yeah.
Saga. Are you talking about Saga?
Hold on, I'm pulling up results. I'm sorry. I'm vamping.
Guys.
I'm vamping, okay? I have more thoughts about the interval act than anything else. Oh my god, why the hell am I having so much trouble pulling this up? Oh my gosh, Sydney. Oh, I just shoot. Woo. Okay, you know
Australia.
What? It's okay. I've done it before. It slipped out my mouth once or twice in my life. Okay, thank you. Yes, Saga. Saga was the one that made me think of Rogue. So our results were Medina were the first to go direct to the final. Mm-hmm. And then Saga Lund with 8 today was the second to go direct to final. And then Eva Jumatate with Selfish was the second chance round. I don't remember any. I remember Medina's song. So shout out to Medina. I always remember what Medina does because at least Medina is entertaining and interesting. And you know that was the strongest song as well, in my opinion.
It was. I mean, it was a World Cup song because that's what they bring to Melfest, and they do well, but not so well that they win. That's just what happens to them all the time. Yeah. They do deserve to win at some point, and there have been songs that have been better than the winning song of Melodifestivalen, but it's not happening again. Everyone knows it's not happening again. They know it's not happening again.
Yeah, again, I liked Robin's Country better than Saga's Country. What is happening? We're going to talk about Austria later.
Yeah.
There is a country virus spreading through Europe. And I think that it might be a problem. That being said.
Yeah. And Sweden and Estonia have taken really, really big hits from this country wave because it doesn't, I'll be honest with you guys. If you're not from the United States, this does not sound like American country. This is European, Northern European, Scandi level country, which has a different sound. It is more pop. There is more of a simplicity to it. And I don't know, like you can tell. I can't say that
because a lot of like what's been popular with country music in the US has also been really pop heavy. And it's not been very good. I have an essay I could probably write about how Toby Keith alone ruined the genre of country music. And it all goes back to 9/11. And in this essay, I will.
Wait, hold on. Okay, like when I like have lunch or something, I want a video to binge. So please write that video and then do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the only person to feel this way. I promise. There's a lot of people, like people who listen to like country music, like old school country, fantastic. Mm-hmm. Like my favorite songs that are country nowadays come from that old school vibe. Mm-hmm. Like Orville Peck, he's great, very strongly old school vibe with country music. Meal, she's fantastic. If you never heard her, she has a song called The Wizard, really good, really catchy. Again, she kind of harkens back to a lot of old school stuff. There was a country song that came out last year that was a hit that just straight up sounded like an 80s song. I think it's called like Texas or something like that. Straight up 80s Texas breakup ballad country song. The kid who was yodeling in the Walmart, Mason Ramsey.
Oh yeah,
he's great. He does a lot of.
He actually does a lot of good country. Yeah,
a lot of old school stuff. I'm telling you, this pop country music that's too ashamed to be. A lot of country musicians, I feel, are kind of embarrassed about being country musicians, so they try too hard to not be country. Mm-hmm. But they're like too afraid to not stick with country. Post Malone, because country music sells still. Because you can actually make a living doing country music. Because the record actually sells still. And they still get radio play. So there's still money in country. But they're too afraid to just commit fully to being a country musicians. Again, I could write an essay about how country music was ruined by 9/11.
Wow.
And this ties back to that. I don't know. It was fine. It's just like, at least I remember what she looks like.
Good for you, because I don't think I do. If you put her, like, I might be able to remember her from the hair.
Yeah, maybe. That's what I mean. That again, Rogue. I said Rogue and you knew.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, like, the fact that you said Rogue and that was the way you knew.
Yeah. So anyways, other things that happened. I think that again, this is kind of like the weakest heat for me so far with Melody Festival and also had the least amount of Laman in it. And I don't think that's a coincidence. I feel like
Well, I mean, Laman's busy, right?
oh, he was busy last he was very busy
yeah.
last week. But this week not too busy. I mean, there was the interval as well. Now the interval, I mean, like the kind of after we got the first rectifinal song interval, we got ourselves a Nina Granville medley. I'm always gonna love a Nina Granville medley because I have known of her since before I knew what Eurovision was. I have known of her since before I knew what Melody Festivalen was. My two dogs will not be named what they were if they aren't for her. So yeah, like there's a lot. That was for me. That was for me.
And full circle moment for you.
Full circle moment. Thank you, Sweden. That was straight up for
in the weakest heat ever. You got your full circle moment.
Yeah, love to see it. Okay, I'm just trying to see.
Ooh, I do want to highlight.
Okay, go ahead.
Saga has a great voice and great charisma. If they would only write her great songs. I Hate You So Much was a terrible song. And that was from last year. I love her voice. She seems amazing and charismatic, as you're saying.
Yeah.
She just has to befriend different people in the camp. Like let's move toward people who can give you something to sing about.
Who were her songwriters? Now I want to know.
I feel like they couldn't be too dissimilar from who they were last year because I remember.
Oh, it's the usual suspects, baby. Dino's on there. Daughter.
Daughter's on this.
Dino, Daughter, Saga herself, and then Jimmy Johnson.
We need to move away. We need to move away from this kind of people. Daughter, you're now a suspect. I like 6 years ago we thought you were a savior. Now you're a suspect.
Yep. Oh man, isn't Dino her baby daddy or am I crazy?
That is crazy. Every time you bring it up, that's when I remember it, and it's like.
I think I'm crazy. Am I? I think so. Or am I mixing her up with somebody else?
Not sure. I also do want to say, Eva, you meant
daddy.
Oh, that is her baby daddy.
That is her baby daddy.
Because that's what I thought. Because I feel like we talked about it before.
I feel like we've talked about it too.
I like the song that went to Final Kaval, Eva Yumatate Selfish. It is a generic like Melfest type ballad, but it was sweet. Like it's a Melfest ballad that barely scrapes through to the final and performs badly at the final. There's always one.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, there was another. What was the other one? The other girl with the little ballad that was giving. What was that song?
From This Heat or Last Heat?
Yes,
or
This Heat.
This Heat. It was Ingenting by Emilia Pantic.
What did that song make me think of? It made me think of Christina Perri.
Okay.
I was like, oh, this belongs in the Twilight soundtrack. Okay, girl. It was cute.
It was cute. I mean, but Swedish young girl ballad, Swedish language young girl ballad doesn't do well at Melfest.
Oh, no.
Anywhere.
Melfest is afraid of the Swedish language. Somehow they overcame that last year. Somehow. But yeah. Anyways,
the dismay of Måns Zelmerlöw. Anyway.
That crash out. Can we talk about these artists crashing out after national finals? Like, what is going on? Y'all knew you might not win.
Well, I mean, in his case, it's because he was pretty much given everything after the win. Like, he got the trophy, he did the album, he got to host, left a good, healthy legacy, and it just wasn't enough. And I mean, it's kind of just been like a struggle since then, especially given last year. But I mean, sometimes you have to move on from things. Look at what Tom, formerly known as Conchita, has said recently. So
yeah,
Mhm.
Okay, next week we have one more. We have 2 more heats coming out of the way for Festivali. Oh my gosh, I'm supposed to call it Festivali Kingus, but no, it's Melodi Festival. And so we're halfway through the Melodi Festival and marathon. We'll see what happens next week.
Do we want
Not.
to talk about Lithuania at all? Have you?
We're going to talk about Lithuania. I was about to
Yeah.
transition
Okay.
over to Lithuania.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You were
want to
saying.
lead the way then? Since you're so eager about Lithuania, go ahead. You start.
So, you guys, Lithuania's Heat 4 happened. Shower Contact made it as a qualifier. Lion Cheka made it with Solo Quiero Más as a qualifier. Nora Blue is in the wildcard round, and everybody else didn't qualify. This felt like a fever dream. It felt like a fever dream of a heat. I don't know if I agree with the finalists because I don't know if I agree that anyone deserves to qualify in this heat. It could have been just a wash.
Between last week and this week, Lithuania is back on their bullshit. Lion
Cheka looked like he looked like a highlighter palette, you know, like.
I don't have any other thoughts. Can we move on?
He rolled around in glitter. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. I guess let's talk about something I can talk about for a long time, and that's Portugal.
Oh my god.
Because,
okay. Yeah. I didn't. Hold on. Where are my notes? Give me a sec. Okay, you can get started while I get my notes up.
So we have to talk about the first semi of our beautiful and beloved Festival de Canção.
And once again, who's saving the year? Once again, come on, you guys, pick it up. Pick it up. Lock in.
Once again, I could have a final of just all the songs from Portugal. Just we don't pick anything from the heat. We just go straight to the final for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Just go straight. Somebody said, "Oh, Portugal, you're so screwed." Portugal is so screwed.
Yeah.
I think the EBU is the one who are really screwed on that one. But hey,
well, I mean, didn't 19 of the 20 acts either say they weren't going or didn't confirm that they were going to the contest if they won?
Yes.
It was 19 of the 20. One act said they would go, confirmed, as of how many days ago that statement was made. But they are screwed because the quality has not gone down. This is Spain's sister, by the way. They aren't twins, but they definitely are sisters.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Semi one, baby. Semi one.
The strong semi. 1 second here.
Because I definitely have some that I could talk about in the semifinal.
Go ahead and kick us off because I'm still working on getting my notes up.
So, if y'all like sexy, if y'all want something unusual from FDC, but you kind of want like a barista-looking, like little Portuguese kid to serenade you, I recommend Dinas Mota Jure. It is an easy track to listen to. It feels Portuguese. It's simple. It's pop. It's kind of atypical for the FDC lineup, and it feels adventurous. It's just, I don't know, like it sounds like stealing a glance at someone across the bar or something. I find it so charming. That's the first I will highlight.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on, why am I like struggling so much over here? Thank you. It took me a while to get there. Yeah, I would give you give that to you. Yeah, like you said, only the worst song. Okay, there's 2 acts who said they would go to Eurovision.
Okay.
One from this semi and one from the last semi. From the next semi. Both songs not that great, to be completely honest. Yeah, I really liked the girl group, like the girl band Agridose with Onde Quiero Estar. It was just like nice, like the bass line in that is so good.
It's
and
clean.
That bass line is really carrying you through like this really cool rocker chick vibe. But overall, it's got like a really sweet medley to it. I find the song to be very enjoyable, and it's definitely one I keep listening to throughout the week. Did you bring up? Let me just see.
I know who I'm going to bring up next.
Okay, go ahead and do your next one.
So Marquise Shuva. Oh gosh,
Okay.
it's so good. There's a chance that this might be my favorite song in the lineup. It has kind of like a grungy indiness to it that reminds me of days that I didn't get to live because I was too young. But it almost has also echoes of like an early Bjork sound that we don't get ever, and it's just so artistically rich to me. Easy to listen to. The vocals are nice. I love how there's some slight dissonance in the track itself. It's remarkable. I truly think it probably is my favorite song in the lineup.
Oh, Chuva was what I was going to say as well. It's one of the ones I want to bring up too.
So good.
I think you already. I don't know. I'm just trying to see. Did you mention anything else? Again, it's Portugal, so I can literally talk about like everything in this stupid national final. This is also good. Fumo, I really enjoyed as well.
Fumo. That's very like theatrical to me. Like I feel like they could really play into that, like with stage show, and just different props and stuff for sure.
Yeah, like 100%. Let's see here. So Diego Rodriguez says, I thought to confirm that would go yes.
Okay.
So in this semi, Andrea Amaro, he said he would go. And then in the next semi, Benditos do Cante said that they would go. And that's it. So if neither one of them qualifies,
then I mean that's it. But like, it's a 1 in 1/10 chance that it would just be the winner that goes. Otherwise, RTP is going to have a difficult situation to deal with, and that is 9/10 odds.
I really want to see what's going to happen. Because in my head, neither one of them are winning.
Yeah.
In my head, neither is winning. Neither might even make it to the final. I want to know what RTP is going to do.
I think the one in the second semifinal has a likelier chance of making it to the final. But that would take a little bit more convincing for me too. It's awkward. Either way, they're more than likely not going to be dealing with an awkward situation when the winner is announced.
I want to know what RTP's plan is. I just want to know, like, do they have someone waiting in the wings that they're like, okay, well, we're going to just send this person? Or are they going to be like, oh, we got to leave. Bye. Yeah, Greece is starting in 6 minutes, so I'm trying to like wrap it up, guys.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Right.
So yeah, that's semi 1.
Yeah, that's semi 1. We'll talk about semi 2 next week because we don't have to talk about semi 1 right now. And then last we had, I don't even care about this one. Austria. I'm not going to bring up anything because I want to get this over with so we can go to watch Greece instead.
Okay. Sounds good.
Calling. Singt for Österreich.
I have not heard the songs fully yet, but that will be my task throughout this week before Friday. I believe they're selecting on Friday, but I don't care. Like, I'll be honest, with Austria, I don't particularly care.
I've heard the songs.
Yeah.
They're just, you know what? I'm going to say this. Austria should consider themselves lucky that they automatically qualify for the final.
Because they're back on that.
Austria, clearly you can't be trusted with a national final.
No.
Because when was the last time they had one? Like 2013?
Was it 15?
I don't remember. Because, again, Austria, like, they're a country that cannot be trusted with a national final. Just internally select. You were doing so good with the internal selections. Just stick to that.
We weren't questioning your ability.
I will say this, though. I'm happy you got Cesar Sampson to host your national final. I will be tuning in to look at him.
Yeah, I will be tuning in as well to witness him.
I will be watching. I will be seated to look at him.
Okay, so we were correct. The 2016 with Zoe. That was a crazy national final. That national final year in general was just absolutely insane.
Oh,
I will go back and relive that, like, when I want to experience pain again. Thank you.
Certain countries can't be trusted with a national final.
Yeah, and we're learning this year of other countries that can't be trusted with a national final. So.
Wait, what? Hold on. Caesar is an empty as Robin Bingston, or can't remember the name. No, Caesar as in Cesar Sampson. 2019. No, 2018. 18. Yes, Nobody But You came third.
Yeah,
I love that song.
I just remember because it was him and then Eleni and then Chicken. So yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a very handsome man. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
And he deserved to win the jury. He deserved to win the jury that year.
I like his tooth gap. I think it's really cute.
Oh yeah, his tooth gap.
I love his smile.
We could just talk at length, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. That is just improper.
Oh, okay, Nanola. I'm sorry. Misunderstood you. Who are we rooting for with Greece and Croatia?
Okay, I could actually, in Croatia, actually, you talk about that. I need to pull it back up.
The full list of Croatia. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's what are their names? Of course, the ballad that Jordan and I were loving. It's actually funny because like the two I like the most are Lilica, and then that Balkan ballad, I can't remember the name for me. Or Lilik, not Lilica. They're back to back in the running order. It's like 13th and 14th or something like that in the running order. Yes. Those two are my favorites. And I also really like, I think it's 15th in the running order as well. The girl on the cliff with the accordion.
It's Stella Raid. Stella Raid.
Yes. I'm really enjoying those three a lot. And then when it comes to Greece, I don't know, like I'm on the fence for a few of these in Greece because I think sometimes some of them live just kind of flop for me while other ones kind of ascended higher. I guess is the word I would use for it. Let me just pull up my. Sorry, I'm like.
That's all good. I could tell them what's my favorite in Croatia as you pull that up.
Okay.
So I agree with Lily, and that Balkan ballad song is Ledina by Toma.
Thank you.
So good, so sexy, so simple. That's exactly what I want from Croatia. But a song I want to highlight very, very profoundly now is Lana Mandaric, Tama. That is pop. That is dance. That has a killer
that was a lot
melody,
of fun too.
Crazy. Yes, that is the kind of song that's just like if you're walking down the street with your headphones and it's just like nobody can F with me out here. It's that song you have in your headphones. So good. But I'm not disappointed with this final. There are a lot of songs in this final that I'm really happy with and happy that made it. And I do feel like because of where they are in the lineup, it might be Lilik's year.
Okay, yeah. Like they have a really good spot. Like that's like that streak of like 13 through 15. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm looking at. Also, I'm going to say this. I feel like the audio in Dora has improved dramatically.
Yes.
Over last year. Like,
we remember.
Actually decent.
And I mean, like, Lelek suffered terribly last year from the bad mixing, you know?
They got the vocal together this year, though. And I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm so happy I'm so happy we got that vocal together. And we're going to very quickly I'm going to very quickly touch on Greece. Marshall, I really like that. I thought in studio it was fun. Live, it really came together super well for me. And oddly enough, Delta with Mad About It. I don't know why. I'm just kind of into that one as well. I feel like those two kind of are my favorites. Of course, I'm still into Furto, but I feel like that staging needs to be had something done with it. If the staging just is a letdown for me.
Live fast, but my hips move slow. Okay, yeah. So Evangelia is one that I do want to highlight in this, and that's just because it's a reliable Evangelia pop song. That's pretty much it. Do I believe it should win? No. I mean, it's good enough. It's a good enough Evangelia song. I don't believe it should win. Ferto, of course, is really good. We talked about that last stream. I want to highlight this time, though, Steffi Europa. It's kind of absurd. It's a little absurd, and it's kind of campy national final. Like, what would Greece do at a national final type of song? But I'm with it. Like, I'm here for it now. I don't get it, but I'm here for it.
I made a joke on Blue Sky about writing a song for the Greek national final next year. Just like, call me. I could write you a song based on the Odyssey. Let's go.
Don't come for Dynamis.
I mean, I used to be a little Greek mythology nerd back in the day. Not gonna lie. Maybe it was the first sign. Who knows? But yeah. All right, I think I'm done. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I know. I want to go watch the Greek show. So
we gotta go watch Greece and Croatia. So we'll be seeing you guys next week for the streams. Yeah, like, subscribe, boost us in the algorithm. Check out the site for articles. Coverage will be ending soon. So yeah, definitely give us all your thoughts. And we will be seeing you guys after these shows.
All right, bye.
Bye, everyone.